Good night and welcome to the Zenaida Moya show. I am your host, Zenaida Moya. Tonight we're going to have a very educational and informative show. One that I hope that you will get to understand another positive thing that is happening in our country, Belize. This show is being brought to you through the courtesy of Z3 International, Universal Hardware, Smart Belize, Belize Electricity Limited, Moya Shepherd and Company Limited, and Chef Carlos. That's a new restaurant that is right where Craven's restaurant was at mile 1 on the Philip Wilson Highway. All right, we have with us tonight the Executive Director of Days of Healing. Now, a lot of us have heard about Days of Healing, and we may know a bit about it, or we may have seen one face, well, mainly one face. All right, this person is the face of Days of Healing. It's a community effort, it's a positive effort, and it's one that you definitely want to listen and be a part of. Mr. Stikz, real name Perry Smith. Stikz, welcome to the show.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Belize. Good night, Zenaida.
And you have your viewers abroad.
Yes, good night to all the links there all around the world. We don't know when they're from America to Africa.
That's
Understand?
right. That's right. All over Belizeans. And then we have someone who you've been back to Belize, you said about a year and a half, too?
About a year and a half now.
Okay, Mr. Braster, Philip Braster.
Yes, how you doing?
All right. So I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to talk now with the Executive Director, Stikz. Stikz, I'll go ahead and call you Stikz, or you want me to call you Perry?
Everybody know me as
Stikz, right? All right. Stikz, what exactly is this Days of Healing? I want you to give us a little background of what it is and why the effort started.
All right. Well, Days of Healing, like I said, that was a community-based initiative.
Yes.
Started from community members. And it started back in 2013 after the quadruple murders on Dean Street. When the murders may take place and then 4 gentlemen may get killed, the community, and I had to talk about Belize City in a whole miracle, because
Perhaps you can give us the name of those 4 persons. One of them was my schoolmate at SJC 6 Farm. Go ahead.
Yes, but offhand I can't bring all the brothers their names, their real names.
But I know a lot of people remember what had transpired that time. It was quadruple murder.
It was a quadruple murder, first of its kind
heinous
in the country.
It was shocking. It had the community rocked with. I mean, people were literally in shock. That happened on George Street.
Yes.
And it was something that I hope never happens. It has been linked. I will only say linked because you don't know exactly what transpired. It has been linked with the GSU.
Yes.
All right, the gang suppression unit. And we have yet to really find out exactly what exactly transpired. Who caused it? There has not been, I don't believe there has been any arrests, unless you can tell me.
4 years and 4.5 years later, still nobody has been brought to court for the murders of these gentlemen, you understand me?
Yes.
And like what you say, it was shocking.
Yes.
Execution style, man getting throat cut and thing, 4 men get killed in one place, one time. And then we attack the real George Street, our community. We're feared throughout this country. George Street have a reputation for being one of the worst communities in a Belize city.
Yes.
Understand me? And for this happen to the baddest of bad man name, why it couldn't happen to we? And this time of the talk, they go through the whole country, from border to border. Then time they had me a reporter, and I had to watch the thing, and like I just did like, man, all the time you hear about them things that America, and they think they take place in a little Belize, how serious this country they get. Well, like I never care if you even go out there to interview nobody about the murders or nothing like that. Because I don't know people that hurt.
Yes.
People just last somebody. I don't want to stick no microphone in and nobody's face, no camera in and nobody's face and ask them about their son or this, that.
And even though it has been linked to a lot of, one of the main gangs in Belize, a lot of good people still live around there and
Yes.
have come from that era. I mean, I come from also
The
that
former
era.
ombudsman, I come from that
You come
area.
from that area. I used to live on George Street as a young girl.
Yeah, I
You
born and
understand?
raised right on the corner of George and Church Street.
So it's a street that you want positive things to happen because you know that there's still good roots there,
Yes.
good people there, but the gangs
Yes, because of the gang element
have
we have
overcome a lot of
taken
that
over
era.
Belize.
A lot of that era.
And the urban warfare would take place in the streets.
Yes.
With the genocide being committed by we own black brothers against we own black brothers.
Yes.
George Street has become and been labeled one of the most notorious communities. So when this crime happened, and it happened in a Fidel community, to some of Fidel community members, everybody be afraid and scared. The community may even afraider than everybody else.
Yep.
I heard about the initiative. There's a healing that the community want to have one day as one community day for sure that we that working, hard-working people,
That's right.
we have love, we have respect. You understand me? We want to have one day to bring everybody in, I believe, to come to George Street and to sit George Street, that not only quote-unquote criminals live, and not only quote-unquote,
That's
this
right.
is not Gaza.
Yes.
You understand me? Not only quote-unquote bloods live in here.
Yes.
You have hard-working, honest individuals who
That's
live in here,
very
productive members of society.
Very true.
And when I heard about this, I said, man, this is the story where I want to go do.
Yes.
I gone to the community and I talked with Barbara Fraser because it was Miss Barbara Fraser who had the original idea for the Days of Healing.
Yes.
Because she been first experienced one Days of Healing over in America. Because in America they had one initiative called Days of Healing where like one church revival.
Okay.
Where the church then come out and alone gospels and things. So she said we need something like that to light in the spirit, light in the mood of the community. Because we tense and we rock right now.
Yeah.
And we need to show people that we have love in our we. So Stikz, this is why we decided to have the day.
Yes.
That means Barbara Fraser, Miss Derla Van,
Yes.
and my big brother Timmy Stamp.
Yes.
These were the original ideas behind Days of Healing. And as a reporter, I telling this story have to go out. You have to send out this message to make Belize, and only Belize, the world know that you do have good in a George Street.
That's
When
right.
people want to label George Street the worst of the worst, you'll still have good in here. So we did 2 stories leading up to the initiative. When the initiative happened, I was out there and I was so inspired by it because me, myself, I born and raised in that community.
Yes.
Understand me? I used to have to walk that area there to go to school every day before I got to America.
Yes.
And when I come back home, when I get re-imported back home, me, because I want to change the life of where I used to live, I want to shake that negative day.
Yes.
I never want to go in a George Street. Even though I born and raised there, because I don't know. If you go in this community, yeah, I want their own quote-unquote gang members.
Yes.
I want their own crime and thing. And me just coming from that environment there, I might be influenced to go right back in it. So I stayed away.
Yes.
And I stayed away. And I used to just pass through George Street and would never really stop and try to familiarize myself with one community where I born and raised in. Just because of the stigma as well.
Yes.
So I said, man, this thing can't stop. This thing have to continue.
Yep.
So from January 2013, we continue push this initiative up to now. And the whole reason for the initiative, the whole reason why we push it,
Yes.
that we bring with people name together. You understand me? Where people have been divided for too long.
Yes.
Too many things divide with. The color still divide with our Belize. There's still racism in Belize. You understand me?
Yes.
Then we have the color with the political parties. We have the division with the churches. You understand me? We have the division with the communities with which you live in. Because if you live on north side and I live on south side, ooh, what? You understand me? When you hear something happen on south side, that somebody bad do it. But when you hear something happen on north side, that somebody good to do something. So there's a lot of different stigmas that's dividing our country. And I never grew up in Belize. I mean, unfortunately, I left here when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
But growing up in America, I hear about one Belize Where one country where you could go and left your door open.
Yeah.
And nobody know the broke in your house. You could left your house for 2-3 days. And then I tell her, boy, Zenaida, me call ya 50 times. Me call this day, call this time, yeah.
Yes.
Philip, me call this time. Stikz, me call this time. Abdul, me call this time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yes.
used to question my mom, my granny, why we call ya?
Yep.
And they used to explain to we, Belize and me love, but
Yes.
Belize poor. We need to take care of ourselves and leave it better. That's why we come to America for more opportunities where Belize don't have.
Yes.
You understand me? But growing up down America, we grew up in the South Bronx, which was a chaotic war zone we grew up in.
Yes.
And we get influenced by that war zone. You understand me? And we become products of that war zone. And when I come home, while in jail, we didn't hear about Belize with the Crips and the Bloods and things, but in the back of your mind, you hope that that little piece of land, that place where you come from, still have that love.
No.
What your peoples may tell you about. And when I come back home, I said, man, this look like little California. You can't go certain places, you can't wear certain colors, you can't talk to certain peoples. What? I have to watch how I trot down here. You understand me? Because right away, the very first day I reached Belize, they come to kill me because they mistaken me for Arthur. I made a walk the canal side with my two
Yes.
sisters from True Taylor's Alley, and some individuals from another gang will have problems with their gang, mistake me for Arthur and come to kill me.
And they
But
killed
there are
Arthur.
individual when me know me from States, when me know them, I explain, no, this is not Arthur.
Arthur, yeah.
So from the very first day I come, I say so easy your life could get lost and get taken away and your life don't mean nothing.
So when you came back, because I can understand, were you in the south side, south central of Los Angeles, or
When
what area?
we was in New York,
You were in New York
in
area.
the South Bronx.
South
But
Bronx, okay.
when we grew up and we thought we were men,
Yes.
understand me? Because me and Philip, we grew up together in the Bronx.
Okay.
And when we thought we were man and we decided to left for under for we my roof,
Yes.
we explored the whole of America.
Yes.
So we had ties because when we small, we call ourselves Bloods.
Yes.
So we always had ties with the Belizeans down here, we call themselves Bloods. And when they come to America, we love them.
Yes.
So when we able to move around, we know a lot of Belizeans that are California.
Yes.
So we go around there and embrace the Bloods of California. We go embrace the Bloods of Chicago. You
Yes.
understand me?
So when you return, both of you really, because you also recently came back, like
2016.
2016.
Yes, I've been here for about 15, 16 months now.
15 only. You've been away how long prior to that?
23 years.
23 years, because
Yes.
you speak only English. I'm hearing Creole from you, Stikz, but you've been here a while, right?
Yeah, but even when we in the States, we talk
Your
how
Creole.
we talk.
Yes, I can understand that because I happily talk my Creole, but I haven't been
I
there
speak
that
Creole
long.
too,
as
but
you.
they come out now and again, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
But what Stikz is saying, so you guys grew up together, pretty
Yes.
much. You guys grew up together.
I know Stikz since we was teenagers, like 13,
13.
14. We went to school together.
So
we
when
did.
so when you came back, you have been away so long.
Mhm.
So when you came back, I mean, and I was asking you before, what do you feel on the streets? Because I want to get back to, well, you've been discussing the background and all that, but I also want to know days of healing, because we also want to know, get into the actual activity, all that happens in the activity. But I want you to tell us, what have you felt since you were freshly back, so to speak? What have you felt on the streets? What's the vibes on the streets? You've been on the ground.
Well, I always come up with a scenario. I always tell people, if you wake up in the morning and the first 10 people that you see in Belize, if you see a smile on their face,
You don't see that smile.
no, even in the afternoon, check in the afternoon. There's something's going on in this country where make people are not happy.
You want me to
So
tell you
the suffer-
something?
yeah.
Probably it's different parts, because you go in certain other parts of Belize and they're very friendly. I remember I used to be in Belmopan quite a bit. And I was like, I'm from Belize City, you don't really be
Wow.
hi, hello. And when I went to Belmopan,
Everybody said morning.
oh my gosh, I was like,
afternoon.
why are they saying morning?
Yes.
Morning,
I-
hi, good morning. And they
I
had a
experienced that
happy
in Kaya
face.
too.
Yeah, they were actually happy. People were happy. Hi, hello.
Yes.
It was like, it was almost like a culture shock
Yes, it's
for
a
me.
culture shock.
A culture shock. Even
It
when you
is.
go down south, people are are, I mean, they're happy. They're actually happy.
It is a culture shock.
They're happy. Now in Belize City,
You have to guard
certain
yourself.
parts, it's people are serious.
Yes,
and,
this is what I'm talking about. You
it's
don't.
not complete. It's different.
And we trying to figure out why is it like that.
Yeah.
And we understand why it's like that. You understand me?
Yes.
And the stigmatization upon the country is serious with the it's very serious in this country with the gang. How they stigmatize all the neighborhood, because this day is a healing that's coming up. We don't want to jump and go into it, but it's very important for we speak about it because these youths is not criminals. You understand me? They're not no gang said OGC. They call themselves OGC, Orange Court General.
Yes.
These kids are actually doing the right thing in society.
Yes.
They are a basketball team and they have a band.
Yes.
You understand me? So when you go around stigmatize the whole community as gang, neighborhood, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what is going on here, and it's hurting our society. It's even them, the kids from OGC, they go through the harassment that everybody else go through, and they're not criminals.
Yes.
Like Stikz mentioned before, it's not everybody in these society are criminals.
That's right.
It's just the minorities.
Yes.
You understand me? So they go through the harassment too. They go through the frisk, the search, and all these different things.
Yes.
All these embarrassment, taking off your shoes in the street and all. That's where the hard face and
So
the
the
ignorant
goodness
look.
For the few little bad
It's
eggs.
always like that.
Yeah.
You know,
always like
we're
that.
trying to publicize that it's not like that. This country don't have to be like that. We don't have to continue, you know what I mean?
So what can we do about it? What can we do about it? Now we're getting into what days of healing, because there's a lot of things. We have spoken about Erwin. Erwin X was on the show week before, and I asked him the same question, because there's a lot of hopelessness on the ground.
Exactly.
Okay,
Hopelessness.
hopelessness. That's what you're feeling.
Mhm.
And when a man is not eating, they're hungry. The saying, one hungry man is very real.
Mhm.
And when you're unemployed, when you do not see a future, you don't have a smile on your face.
Mhm.
You will not be friendly. You will not care about people. It's difficult because you feel, I mean, even God, I have to bring in God. People may feel, man, God hasn't handed me a good plate. You know, give me a good stack of card to do, you know, deal me a good stack of card, for make and that's the reality on the ground in a good amount of Belizeans' minds right now, unfortunately. Because as we have discussed, the economy is not as we would want it to be, but there are certain good areas that are really, I believe, booming and things like that we hope will help out. Otherwise, one of those areas, I always say, tourism is one of the areas, and Belize has always tried to ensure that agriculture is a part of that as well. But in Belize City itself, you're not feeling that.
You don't feel that
vibes.
vibes.
Say agriculture too much,
No.
because then watch how much the other day the potatoes, how much potatoes gone bad.
Yes.
Understand me?
Yes.
How much farmers they not cry, they don't have proper storage for their goods and things like that. They
Yes.
corn they get dashed away and things, they sweet potato they get dashed away.
Yes.
Everything they dash away, so much of everything that, like, if then they try cripple these small farmers, knock them out of business, then come back and monopolize their business and export the goods. I feel like a lot of the hopelessness on the ground come when we the people on the ground, they watch those at the top who are hopeless too. If those who are at the top are hopeless, because the elected leaders right now are lone hopeless individuals, because none of them are coming with no true vision to uplift the people. People on the bottom, they're like with Robin Hood.
Yes.
Understand me? Those on the bottom who have been oppressed, they look for true leaders. For go to. Why you think so much people may follow Gandhi? They may follow Nelson Mandela. Those are true leaders. We don't have leaders like that in Belize. We have opportunistic vultures where we elect. You understand me? And it's these vultures who suppress the people and keep them with this hopeless feeling, because people are afraid to talk. I know personally, I don't want to target because of the way how I talk. There's a healing. It's contrary to what the government is doing. Understand me? I fulfill enough of the ministers' their mandates. They should make me Minister of Youth and Sports.
Yes.
And that's the kind of work what we have been doing for the past 4 years and change. The ministers then, when they give that portfolio to, don't even do it. I remember Mark King, one former Minister of Youth and Sports, would tell me straight up, Stikz, you do my job, brother. And I tell her, yes, I know how to do it, but I don't get paid like you, brother. But I do it for the love, I do it for the need.
Yes.
Because what people need to feel some kind of hope.
Yes,
That
right.
hopelessness,
Right.
that when days of healing come in, with that leave it a hope. Because if you're looking at your dictionary, and if you don't have a dictionary, take out your smartphone, go on Google and type in healing, the meaning of healing. Healing is a continuous process. You understand me? Just like you have a headache. They tell you to take one Tylenol.
Yes.
2 minutes later, the headache gone. 2 minutes later. We don't know how long this healing process will have to take for we get back to our society where we can uplift the standards of living, put back some hope in the hopelessness, because we can do it. There was a point in time when Belize, and you know it too, Belize was a model for Central America. Every single country in Central America used to come to we. They
also have
Belize.
And we used to have a high literacy rate that we used to
Yes.
boast about
All right.
literacy
We can
rate.
boast about that one, leave it. I remember in 1986
Yes,
when
we
my
did.
mom carried me to America. When you go to school now, you know you have to take one little test to see.
Yes.
They make I take the test.
Yes.
They time you.
Yes.
They say, oh, your son finished this test already. Who? Picnic, they don't usually finish this test so fast.
Went through the
So they
same
don't
thing.
feel like I want to fail this test. I just sit down in the office with my mom.
Yes.
They tell my mom, Miss, how old is your son? My mom said, my son's 6. They say, okay, we can place your son in the 3rd grade. Then my mom never gone to America neither. She don't know nothing about the system or nothing like that. So she did here 3rd grade. Remember, we come from Belize, standard 1 and this, that. Third. What is 3rd grade?
Yes.
My mom asked her, what is 3rd grade?
Yeah.
So they say, okay, well, how old are the kids in 3rd grade? So they,
Standard one, right?
so they tell my mom the kids in 3rd grade are 9 and 10 years old.
Yes.
So my mom said, the kids 6 years old, what grade are they in? They said 1st grade or kindergarten.
Yes.
You understand me? My mom said, well, put him in a 1st grade. Then tell my mom, no, your son deserves to be in a 3rd grade. Wherever country you come from, your son they on a reading standard, one mathematical standard, where the kids in a 3rd grade, they pan right now.
Yes.
If you put your son in a 1st grade, you put him back.
Yeah.
But my mom said, no, I want him adjust in the society. Put him in a 1st grade. You understand me?
We
Couple
gonna-
years ago, my son come.
Uh-huh.
My son about 10 years old. I had one nephew about 17. You understand me? The things when my son they talk about at the age of 10.
Yes.
He dey run circles around my nephew when he's 17. Because my nephew they have a materialistic mindset. He feel like because my son born and come from America, he does have a materialistic mindset. My son come down here and they question the society. My nephews then sit back like, yo, the ones for him age never really want to play with him because then they can't have a conversation with him. But when he said, we could play one video game, then they could play. That I just try to get how we going backwards again.
And we're going to discuss further about that, but we're going to go to our first ad break. And when we come back, we're gonna dig deeper into what exactly is Days of Healing further. I mean, on the ground, actual activities and so forth, and how exactly it is helping. I would say those pockets of area, because it goes into particular. It's not Days of Healing isn't for the entire country one lick, but it's pockets and pockets and pockets, and that pocket will become a whole. I assume that's your goal. So we'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Buying or selling land can be a daunting experience. Don't leave things to chance. When buying or selling land in Belize, seek the professional real estate services of Moya Shepherd and Company Limited. Benefit from our extensive local and international network to find your dream home or to move your property from selling to sold. Our land consultancy services also include appraisals, conveyances, registrations, surveys, transfers, title searches, and the preparation of all other legal documentation and land transaction processes. We are located at 5 miles Philip Coulson Highway. Give us a call at 223-4465 or visit us at www.realestatebz.com.
Ask any landscape professional who they depend on for professional grade power tools, and the answer is always the same: Echo. Ask any dealer who offers the most powerful, most durable, and most reliable equipment in the business, and they'll tell you Echo. Then ask yourself, doesn't your lawn and garden deserve the professional's choice? Echo. The best outdoor power equipment you can buy.
The circle starts with solid support and a smile. This is real life, with its ups and its downs. This is going the extra mile, and the feeling you get when you can help someone along their journey. Through the twists and turns, we're here. This is Western Union, making sure your support reaches its destination. This is Western Union, moving money for better.
Broadband Unlimited Internet is available in all 6 districts. Sign up and get your modem and installation free. Enjoy the fastest, most reliable broadband internet for your home or office. Now offering 1 megabyte for only $55. Sign up and get installation and equipment free.
Welcome back to the Zenaida Moya Show. I am your host, Zenaida, and I want to hear from you, Mr. Broster.
Yes.
What made you become involved with Days of Healing?
Well, since I came back, actually, I know Stikz since we was childhood friend. I came back and realized the movement and the fight that he's fighting is a noble fight.
Yes.
I was a part of one of the Days of Healing. I think it was Raiders, and I went there and I supported. That was the 44th Days of Healing, and I support the Days. That's the first time I've been into Raiders. Me, the person that I was, because I was also a gang member. I was always wearing red, so I don't really frequent those neighborhoods. That was the first time I ever been to Raiders, and they accept me. It was beautiful. And what they was asking for, they get to youth.
By the way, the Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders, the community, that was when we did the last Days of Healing last month. That right there on Sarstone and
Ebony Street. That's by my house.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I was a little girl, the Raiders is my brother Joel, Starblock, Abbott, Andy, and so forth. It's them who was the Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they started, so as a little girl, I grew up
Yes.
as well. So it's
So
I know about
so
the
you see
Raiders.
the cycle. You see how the cycle continue.
Yes, I see.
The cycle will
That's where I
continue
grew up
if you
also.
somebody don't nip it and try to.
After
So-
George Street, I went to Corner Stars on Ebony Street. So the
Yeah.
Raiders, when you speak about the Raiders,
Yeah.
that's
You know.
I know, because I
Yes.
was right smack there.
So
Smack in the middle.
I was a part of that Days of Healing, and it was beautiful. And what I realized that the kids, the actually so-called gang members and criminals in Raiders, they don't really want to commit no crime. They want jobs, because this is what they was talking about.
Yes.
They said that at the end of the day, they don't want to do that. They want jobs. They don't want for them have to go to jail left for them, pick them and
That's
anything.
right,
But
that's
the
right.
jobs are not available for them.
Yes.
So we talking to them, trying to find out if they got records and stuff. Only one of them had a record,
Yes.
right? He got caught with some marijuana. The other 4 guys, they didn't even have no record.
Yes.
But they can't get no job. So if you can't find jobs for the people in the community, what you think they're going to do? They got to feed their family. So by me hearing these things and hearing the cry, and me and Stikz communicating every day about the Days of Healing, and one day he was actually speaking to me about it, saying he's not getting no help from no one, it's him alone, and he actually started crying. That brought me on board, because he started crying. I seen the fight is a serious fight. You know what I mean? And when I went to Raiders, that's what changed my heart with this movement, because at the end of the day, these is people just like me. These is people from just like my community where can't find jobs. You understand me? These are so criminals, the gang members, who don't want to do anything, who actually want a job. You understand me? So what you do for the people you know?
So jobs is at the root.
Yes, that's the problem.
Jobs.
You know, they didn't get to
jobs right there.
Yes, that's the problem. That's the one in the cry for them. And we was talking about that same day we mentioned sewing factory. We were speaking about back in the days when they had the sewing factory, how it created a lot of jobs for the females, and they need to bring up something. They need to create some type of program to give jobs to these communities, man, to these so-called gang members. And there's a lot of people in these communities that not really into violence. And
no, the jobs recently that have been promoted are like call center jobs and things like that. However, we're talking about a lot in the masses that either may not be qualified for those jobs,
educated for it,
yes, and may not want to be doing that. So now, what are some of the jobs you feel? And I'll have to call the government now, because see, people are elected to become the area representative. They are to go to parliament and fight for their people, be a voice for their people,
yes,
whichever constituency that they're elected for. So you guys have been dealing particularly with areas that are downtrodden. Those
yes,
are the
left behind, the unforgotten. That's what we call it.
Communities, exactly.
That's the
poor.
slogan
And
for
I don't
it.
like going in maybe, and I know there's pockets of poverty maybe in Caribbean shores and area pockets, right? Maybe I'll leave it.
Pockets.
Very pocket, but we're talking about you guys have been in areas where most of it
Kong Shelby,
poor. So
the left behind.
what would you tell, because I must say you have officials that are watching the show too. They are watching the show and they look at this show and they comment, and we've even had persons calling in and so forth, right?
Yes.
When we had it with the call-in segment, okay, elected officials. So I want you to see what kind of jobs, what kind of opportunities should our elected officials be looking to create for our people? You understand?
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. First of all,
Now, Stikz, you could chip in too.
the sewing factory, that's something that will be instrumental for we females that are single parent females, because at the end of the day, we got a lot of males that are in the prison that are from these gang infested neighborhood that left their child and the mothers.
Yes.
So they are suffering by themselves.
Yes.
We know that majority, we can't say, we don't know if it's statistics, the majority of these females are not, quote unquote, have the knowledge to work near the call center. So you got to be able to create jobs where these people could use their skills, sewing, cooking, on a mass scale where you could put 300-400 people in these places. You understand me?
Yes.
Like the sewing factory. Create back one sewing factory and create these jobs for these communities. Ghost Town, Kong Shelby, go and get these people 75 women from here, 25. Find jobs for these people.
Because you know what? You said something that I'm thinking, when we used to have sewing factory, that was a big deal. Hundreds of
Yes, hundreds of
mothers,
women had
females had job, and you know
One of my cousins
they're
used
the
to work
main
there,
persons.
And, growing up in America, she was still boss and brag about the she job that is
so
sewing
very
factory.
proud. It was a very proud.
There was
very,
proud
very,
women.
very,
That
very
sewing
proud
factory right
moment.
there, what they could do, a lot of we go across that Melcher, we go buy uniform.
Yes.
We could grow cotton in Belize. Cotton grows in Belize.
I used to go and grow cotton in my backyard.
And you know, in Belize, we grow one of the
Cotton.
best cotton in the region.
Yes.
We could grow our own cotton.
Yes,
We open up
yeah,
another
cotton.
industry where they could turn the cotton into sewable material. You understand me? We start sew with school uniforms there. Say what people are tripped from across the border. Then they pay $10 for a uniform across there because the government they make it now. You have to spend $8. You understand me? All government jobs, everybody will work for government will have to wear a uniform or the uniform make that too.
Yes.
Then we make make it attractive for private businesses. All right, we could go across the border and get on a uniform, but we have put on nicely
So
tax
all
that.
police officers, all
Everybody.
military,
All
Coast
police,
Guard.
all military, all Coast Guard.
all
make
the,
all
all
Everybody will
the,
have a complex building. Everybody will work that build up and
all the
everybody.
statutory
Security,
bodies,
yeah,
Social Security,
Security,
all these
Even
companies.
the ministers, Gaia bearers,
Yes,
could
man.
be made right to the Belize, and
That's
when they
right.
go around the world, they have an authentic Gaia bearer made in a Belize.
and they
And
would
guess
even
who
be
make
able
it?
With
to
my little
boast.
BZ on it.
That's
because
right,
of the
and
logo.
say-
Just like how I have my little polo man here,
Yeah.
they could put my little BZ man there.
I once met a president, I think, was he from either Ecuador or Uruguay? I met this
Uruguay,
president
South America.
in South America, yes. And he wore, just like what you said, he wore this particular, it was like a Wayabera, but it was a beige one, and
Yeah.
that was his signature, cream or beige, and
Proud
he was
of
very
it.
proud of
Proud,
it.
proud of your culture.
And everybody knew it was like sewn by one of their own. So he won't be there using a, you know,
Gaia bearer made the Cuba.
yeah, a fancy name, Italian suit and all those. He wouldn't be
Yeah.
using that. He was proud to say he was using his own. But I want to go also food. Our Belizean women and men, because a lot of men cook, they make the most delicious food.
Yeah.
And we have a huge market out there whereby they make a lot of what you call frozen food, and you got the frozen, all you put it in the microwave, and you're good to go.
Yes.
I have never heard about anyone starting to do like maybe a frozen food thing that could probably
You know,
export,
speaking
because
from
we
that,
make the nicest
I
seafood
may
food.
say, couple years ago, they may had like one ready-made Johnny cake where you just drop your water in there and
Yeah.
put it in the oven. All the ingredients done mix. I forget who made it package that
Very
and how
nice.
they made it try bring that up. But then like I don't hear about it no more.
hear about it.
But talking about food,
So
we
marketing.
need to start dealing with food security. We can't even feed ourselves.
Yes.
Enough respect to the Asian community. And watched a couple years ago when that young lady me dead in her bed. I forget the legal name. When me dead right up on Zericota Street about 4 or 5 years ago. When me get shot in her bed to sleep.
Okay.
You understand me? We as one country, one culture people, we never stand up for that black legal. But when the Asian legal me get shot in for she parents they shop when we go to Palote,
There was
they
a
shut
huge
down all,
protest,
they
yeah.
shut down all in shops.
I remember.
And we couldn't eat.
Was it Kiana you're talking about? Kiana, who was killed, the little girl
The
Kiana.
black legal, I forget the name.
Kiana.
But she may get killed after the Asian legal.
Yes.
But when the Asian legal get killed, the Asian community send one message.
Yes.
How that they respect life.
Yes.
Understand me? This is one innocent legal. Here we go and we know and some no nothing and the money not even good today.
Yes.
As much as we say they love money,
Yes.
they make we know on the money not good.
Yep.
Keep that.
Yes.
We just stand up for life.
Yes.
When this legal dead, couple months later, we as one nation stay passive and quiet.
Yes.
This legal come and be the first female prime minister.
That's true.
You understand me? She come and be my engineer when we can put Belize on the map.
Mm-hmm.
But for she dreams, for she aspiration get wiped out, and we as one nation just sit back. I can understand, and I still don't understand when the quote-unquote gang members get killed. We stay quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But when innocents they get killed, we still stay quiet. Watch my brethren hard rock get killed.
Yes.
And like hard rock life, they go like nothing. And all that we know, this man will stand for truth and right and justice.
That's
You
right.
understand me? This man mentor enough youths.
Yes.
You understand me? Enough big politicians know this man name. None of them no call out one time yet and say, stop this.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Stop this. With Prime Minister, never one time I hear the Prime Minister, Dean Oliver Barrow, call out to the people there and say, stop the crime and madness. One of them, the thief of Ireland passport, stop the madness. It could be tell the cabinet, stop the madness, no man, stop it, no man, it will make me look bad. But when we the killer of ourselves, you the Prime Minister, the leader, the ultimate leader in the country can't stand up and says, people stop it. We done make ourselves look bad internationally. Stop killing off ourselves, people. Never one day I hear my Prime Minister call out and cry yet. Never one day you hear the leaders in the cry out and cry yet. That we have to cry out and cry.
They have to
You
do it
understand
because
me?
they definitely would
They
send
have a
a
big role to
message.
play.
They do.
And if the Prime Minister would ever call out that call there, people, want ease and cease, but the Prime Minister never made that call. You understand me? Before he take office, he called for civil unrest. Up to now, he still not declared civil unrest is over. So that's why a lot of the craziness to go on. Prime Minister, we might not have got the PhDs behind for we names where we could stick upon walls, but we have common sense. And when you make call for civil unrest before you take office, you as Prime Minister supposed to say the civil unrest is over. No, we're back at peace. Make we move forward. You never did that yet. And you wonder why for him ministers they go on so blatantly disrespectful. You understand me? You wonder why they go on so loose and callous. And then they want to put fingers and point fingers and label we. Because Stikz might not want to come here. Because Stikz might walk around with one tear up pants. But don't judge me by my appearance. Judge me by my works. Judge me by my deeds. And they know with deeds and still they don't reach out to we. Because then you have sectors of society and we, like I said to you in the break, we never choose this fight, yeah. I personally come home out of prison, all I want to do, Zenaida, that does survive. When I come home, my whole country rejected me. They call me Yankee, Yankee, Yankee. I cuss up so much people, I make them know I am not a effing American. I am Belizean. If I was American, you would never see me. I would have got out of jail and got let out in America. I would have never came to Belize. I am a Belizean. Yeah. I have to fight for my identity in this country, yeah. And then I see the madness, the chaos what we left behind in America. Because up to now, you have communities in the Bronx where they call themselves Rolling 20s because of we. Still call we their founding fathers. You understand me? We have youths up to now still died in America because of me and Philip. You understand me? We can come home and fit right back in and perpetrate them crimes and perpetrate it from another level where Belize never see it.
So they still have not stopped over there, but you guys have stopped here and are trying to ensure more is stopped. So what else? Because we're going to go to our break and we're going to bring on one of the up-and-coming artists.
The last thing I would like to say is that, you know, I would like for people to continue to support Days of Healing because with this movement, a serious movement, and at the end of the day, when you have a movement when you go to the people and ask the people what are the problem, and the community to tell her where to go on, that we are the voice of the people for tell the people, listen, at the end of the day, when I put it out there, if the government don't want to help them, stop vote for them. Because this is the problem. When I continue to put them in the office, I want to ask for jobs and ask for this, and then I give them none. Yeah. You know, so PIV and their neighborhood, they look depleted. They look like fourth world countries, not third world. Why don't they go build up their communities, ghost, don't come, shall be it. You understand me? Because they don't want to. So that's the fight right there. You understand me?
That's well said. We're going to go to our second ad break. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by an up-and-coming artist. You definitely will want to stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I just got tired of making someone else rich. It's time I do something for me. I was a bit nervous at first, but I went and I got all the equipment I needed at Universal Hardware. I know that even after sale, they will stay with me for the life of the equipment. I have a peace of mind with service and reliability and more time with the family. Glad I did. Get the bragging rights you deserve. Visit Universal Hardware for sure.
Smart's Broadband Unlimited Internet is available in all 6 districts. Sign up and get your modem and installation free. Enjoy the fastest, most reliable broadband internet for your home or office. Now offering 1 megabyte for only $55. Sign up and get installation and equipment free.
Buying or selling land can be a daunting experience. Don't leave things to chance. When buying or selling land in Belize, seek the professional real estate services of Moya Shepherd and Company Limited. Benefit from our extensive local and international network to find your dream home or to move your property from selling to sold. Our land consultancy services also include appraisals, conveyances, registrations, surveys, transfers, title searches, and the preparation of all other legal documentation and land transaction processes. We are located at 5 miles Philip Coulson Highway. Give us a call at 223-4465 or visit us at www.realestatebz.com.
The circle starts with solid support and a smile. This is real life. With its ups and its downs, this is going the extra mile. And the feeling you get when you can help someone along their journey. Through the twists and turns, we're here. This is Western Union, making sure your support reaches its destination. This is Western Union, moving money for better.
Welcome back to the Zenaida Moya Show. We're here with Paris Smith, better known as Stikz. And now we're here with an up-and-coming artist. Now his name is a little bit long, so I hope I get it right. Cross the Moving Nitro.
Moving.
Now, why that name? How did that name come about? Before we even get to your link with, you know, this community effort, why that name?
Well, basically, I was attending 4-year school in like 2009.
It's in Belmopan.
Yes, ma'am.
Belmopan.
And I met a guy by the name of Rashton. He was an artist, and he was the one that basically made me define myself. Like, I was a youth that was mischievous, but I had a lot of good in me. So it was like I was standing in the middle of two sides, the dark side and the good side. So.
Okay, so you're an artist. What kind of music you sing?
I basically sing dancehall, urban music, Caribbean vibe, paranda crossover, back to dancehall.
Okay.
And yes.
Positive, no lot of bad words and things like that?
No explicit content. Basically, I provide message for the youths.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a family oriented.
Bad words in a
no,
songs,
ma'am,
you know?
no, ma'am, I'm not like that.
From the time when artists attach themselves to days of healing like that, they
positive,
know they have to send out
positivity.
Positive
I love that. I love that.
You have to send out some kind of content in the music because
I love that.
The people might not get the understanding of days of healing, but when one artist grab one mic and sing one positive song, it makes them start think something. And that's why we have so many different components.
That's what.
And that's why they youth right here, they're very important to days of healing. Because then when Stikz voice could only be heard in a Belize and only relevant for Belize.
Yes.
For their voice, relevant for the world.
For the world.
Because the separation what we go through in a Belize, when a young boy put it in a music and express that, how they feel it and they go through it.
Yes.
Other parts of the world, I don't care if they're America, Canada, Europe, you have people in other parts of the world where they feel that too. And they relate to their youths.
And there's a thing called social commentary. You've heard about social commentary? Like in the Caribbean, especially in Trinidad, they even have competition for social commentary. So they would have music that's positive. Sometimes they even, and I don't condone this one, but they would also, you know, speak against some of the politicians if they don't feel that it's going right. But you call it social commentary. Yeah. So in their music, it's about a message. They're sending a message. Social commentary. Your music. And your link with Days of Healing. Tell us about it.
Yeah. My link with Days of Healing started when it was the 3rd. That was, yes, that was the first Days of Healing I attended.
So all over the country, Days of Healing.
Yes.
We've been north. We have been as far north as Orange Walk, but with the link up with brethren.
Yes.
We go to Corozal.
Corozal. Okay.
We have been as far south as Halakte,
Wow.
PG, where we did a day of healing with Wilma here,
Very nice.
the BTV,
Yes.
along with Guatemalans.
John,
Understand me? In the jungle of Halakte.
you're the joke.
Yes,
That happened?
That happened. You understand me? Me and Wilma here, me do that back in 2014.
Guatemalans was a part of it.
Guatemalans was a part of it. You could call Wilma here. Wilma here, if you still have the calling segment,
Yes.
Wilma may call and certify and verify that Guatemalans was a part of it. And I know I lie. They may bring the lead horse and the donkey, and they had some contraband bear up on the horse and donkey. And when they realize, they say they gone back into the jungle and come back, but 1/2 hour later,
Yes.
they say, man, when we realize what we need to do, yeah, we have to bring something too. We bring some cervezas, and they bring some contraband beer and thing right into the jungles of Halakte.
So you, what are you doing? Because you,
Well-
I want to know, because we want to get into the meat of the matter. What happens during this, because it's the 45th Days of Healing. What happens, and are you going to be a part of this?
I will be a part of it. Basically, like I said earlier, the first was when at Orange Walk, the first Days of Healing I attended. Then the one at Raiders was the 4th. Yeah, then
But then you began
we
the one
had-
that the headquarters,
yeah,
the
the
Easter party.
Baby Zinc
The
headquarters.
43rd that made Orange Walk,
Yeah.
the 42nd that made Orange Walk, the
Yeah.
43rd that made the headquarters, the 44th that made Raiders, and
Raiders,
now we're on the 45th.
45th,
The
yeah.
headquarters is
So-
Baby
Head-
Zinc.
Yes, we have one headquarters and one location right by
Vernon
Vernon
Street.
Street. You understand me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What
my-
part of Vernon Street, so everybody
Right
can-
when you come down Vernon Street, right across from St. Martin's Church, you want to
Yes.
see one newly stadium.
Okay.
Right across the street, you see a big green three-story building right side of that. You see one zinc fence where spray paint Days of Healing
Yes.
and Baby
Baby
Zinc.
Zinc.
And that's
Two
how they-
little children. Two children.
Well, we never get to-
or you never put
We
that
don't
there?
get to put the logo upon the wall, you
Okay.
understand me?
Okay, but you mark
But
Baby
we,
Zinc.
yeah, but we want to put the logo upon the wall and thing, but that's the headquarters, that's the
Headquarters.
base of operations.
Okay, so they can meet anyone
They
of
can
you
meet
there.
me anytime, any day, right there.
Right there.
Now for these artists, they come through. And why
Yes.
these artists is, like I say, important to Days of Healing, to give off our message.
Yes.
And with the Days of Healing, that one community day where we go out there
Yes.
and they fostered around the community.
Yes.
You understand me? We bring out community members from that community, adjoining communities, and from any other community want to come out. We always have sports.
Yes.
Understand? We have one sporting aspect to it where that the youths then showcase their talents.
Yes.
Some of the bigger boys then were still into the sport, still love it.
Yes.
We might not make it to a professional level because then with the lack of support from government when it comes to sports and recreation in this country, they can't really reach that professional level. But they still love it, so they still want to play one ball, still want to kick one ball. So we always have one sporting element to it. To
Yes.
make we use them, showcase their talent, exercise themselves.
Well, that's extremely important
We
because
always
have to push them.
we always have one musical component to it.
Yes.
Where that any artist could come out and express themselves from the community, and artists will attach themselves to Days of Healing, come out and give out positive music and think entertain the people. We always have food connected with it because we have people out there from 9 in the morning till after 16 in the evening.
Yes.
We want to feed them, we not to charge them for nothing.
Yes.
And of course we make for we traditional rice and beans, we stew chicken, we throw some barbecue on the grill.
Yeah.
I remember the Days of Healing right here this year at Dean Street.
Yes.
We had one virgin come through with one hickey. I buy the hickey right there spot and we put it on grill and things. So we always
That's
have food.
authentic,
We
yeah.
always have to eat that Days of Healing.
Yes.
We always have music. We always have one positive message. We extend we hand to the pastors there if they come out.
That's
If they
good.
say one positive word.
That's very good.
A lot of times pastors come out, a lot of times they don't come out. One of the pastors who are more frequent that Days of Healing than our Pastor Usher.
Okay.
Understand
Yes,
me?
I know Pastor Osha.
Pastor Usher, anytime he free, he and Mrs. Usher come out that Days of Healing.
Very good.
And they grab the mic and say something positive. And when hurt me that like we reach out to all the churches there. And none of them don't respond.
Well,
to
I
the
hope
same
they're
one
hearing
pastor.
because what needs to be done, the churches have to go out. They can't just stay
behind the scenes.
Behind their pulpit and preach. They have to go out into the community. They have to go out. I mean,
because
positive things like this, people need to know that they're a part of it.
So we always extend our hand to the churches for one pastor come out and someone
don't give up on them, you know.
No, we never. Every month we give them letters. So just like the political parties there, we don't give up on them. Every month we give them letters.
Maybe you know what? I'll be frank with you. You have sometimes some pastors sometimes the nice ladies. I'm not trying to. Some mothers and so you go there. Okay, my son have been in this position, man. I would want you to be a part of this. You need to be a part of this. Sometimes it's those mothers that maybe get to their heads and say, you know what, I have to come out because maybe somebody like you Stikz and say, man,
I don't want rough. I get labeled as one rough for you.
Yeah. So probably you know pull it like that. So but one mother who have lost their child and know the worth of this, because it could happen to any and everybody. I hope it never happens to me. Well, I've had family members gotten killed a lot, and a lot of my family members have gotten killed, to tell the truth. And I discussed that in nephews, brother, and first cousins. Kong Shelby, you know, that's a still difficult one for me.
One pastor used to always come out and show his support, and even when he couldn't come out, he sent one league contribution for the day. Enough respect. Pastor Lou was killed. Up to now, nothing happened to Pastor Lou.
Yeah, he was a fun guy.
Pastor Lou was a fun, active guy, whatever.
Yes,
and he made sure enough time. I remember one time the brother fly in from Griga, just the corner days of healing. And I started to say one positive word to the people.
He was a fun guy and a good guy. We can't just forget healing. Just look at what transpired, what happened to he. Should never have happened. So I hope they never forget about him and justice is served. But yourself, I want to hear about, so make sure you send maybe a mother or two who have, who have gone through problems, and then make sure more of the pastors come out, because they need to preach about this in there. When they go behind the pulpit, they need to know what else is happening, because it's until everybody join up, then we are going to see, I believe, a momentum in terms of ensuring that what needs to happen in our community happens. But when you just have one group here, one group there, one group there, you understand what I tell you? But one more united effort, the politicians will have to listen. So you're the one now, as a musician, you play a very key role, because musicians, young people, not only young people, everybody, they like hear music.
Yes.
And when you sing, however you sing, whatever you say, that comes across.
Yes,
young people can identify with it. Mothers, fathers, anybody can identify with it. So what do you do when you go out there? I mean, I know you sing, but what is it?
Basically, Miss Zenaida, I be myself. I provide the beer, is like what I say, everything from out of the getaway unseen, because the people there for high class not go in and they get deep in it, but check out where they go on around. I bring it out through my music. I bring out experiences, feelings. My music name is Cross the Moving Night. All right, I'll do the syntax for you. All right, it's Cross the Moving Night, Belize and Psycho Articulate Maiza.
You said you were gonna bust a tune, right?
Yes.
Bust a tune.
Well, I just wanted to get to the point of me as an artist. My name, it says it all. It carries a whole lot of message. Cross the Moving Nature. Cross is because cross is on the leverage at both sides, dead in the middle.
Yes.
The moving nature is because I move very fast when it comes to getting things done.
So it's like a crossroad, you're at the crossroad.
Yes.
Okay.
And Belizean psycho meaning I speak my mind. I don't care where I don't care what nobody got to say. If I feel like I supposed to speak on something, I speak on it. Yes. And articulate myself is able to speak free, fluently, in a understandable way to people when are there on maybe your levels or where they're higher than your levels in between,
Yes.
Basically, I have a mixtape out. that is called articulated motivation. I use the word again, articulate. Basically, that's a family-oriented disc, comprised of 8 songs, no explicit content.
Very good.
And it's family-oriented, so for granny to be able to listen to it, you know. The song there with upon it, the first one, that's the one that I said that I wanted to give you a little preview of, is called Life Is What You Make It. I want to perform these tunes at the Days of Healing, right? Yes. This one I will be having a video dropping for in like a month time also, right? So it's like, goes a little something like this. Treasures of wickedness profits nothing. How a man wake for reap corn and none no dead, and him know to himself he never plant yesterday. You fi place aside once, based on priority, Jaja come first, cause him constantly here for we. Earth have we like hostage pan captivity, so telling knowledgeable fi keep dear sanity, cause Jaja said this at the time, him will come for we. Only the book of life could get you prepared for this. Life is what you make it, yeah. Me just a go and live up me life. I'll do a bad, them I wish me right, because life is what you make it, yeah. Me just a go and live up me life. I'll do a bad, them I wish me right. Life obstacles is just to below what a man can't bear. Just Jaja won't give you, could never find life if it stay sweet and not just try to judge the road when narrow. It just feel better when Jaja close enough. Follow the witchcraft, me no work with the obia from demonic forces. Jah protect me soul, cause if them dare try touch one of your soldier, it over cause. Life is what you make it, yeah. Me just a go and live up me life. I'll do a bad, them I wish me right, because
nice. I like it. And it's positive and it catchy too.
Yes, ma'am.
Catchy, you got the right ingredients for a hit.
Yes, man.
You got the right ingredients. So we have to wrap up.
Up and coming artists, you understand me? And this is one of the artists we wanted at Days of Healing, along with Unlimited, along with Ja'ar, along with MIK, understand me? Along with The Shooter, along with Sting Dot, understand me? Along with Erwin X, want to come out and give some poetry for the people, like, understand me? We have a nice lineup, and I work with the youth from out of the New Generation Band. So we have the Kenny Gladden and the New Generation Band members out there. Understand me, people? And when my brethren filmed me, they come to my house before we call ya. One of the mothers there, one of the youths who we work with, she stopped feeling and tell Phil like, man, this Days of Healing thing, I just want to know my son, and then I don't know gang, because recently, yes, we have worked with a lot of community members who are leaders who have been labeled gang members. Because when we enter these communities, a lot of people do not want to step up for the community. So it's the quote-unquote gang leaders who step up for the community. But from the very inception, we work with very positive man like Timmy Stamp. Females like Derla Van, Miss Barbara Frazier. You understand me? We work with P. Laugh, Dobo. You understand me? We work with enough individuals who have been doing positive work before we have been doing this work. Okay, so this day, we have to wrap up. Alright, so this day right here, that this Sunday, the OCG, they call Complex Avenue. Complex Avenue there, exactly when you come off the Mahogany and you see the Complex building, that is Complex Avenue. You'll make that right turn and go straight down. You will meet one empty lot with a young boy. Fill it up with clay. Build a basketball rim and then play ball every day after work. And then young boy trap between one Crip community and one Blood community, and then young boy not into Crips, not into Bloods. And that's why we see the need to highlight them young boy too. Because there's a healing, not only going to communities where they deal with crime and violence, to try show that we come together and do something positive. We go in our positive communities where they do positive things to highlight that they have other brothers and sisters just like we, where they work on the ground, where we need some little assistance, some little resources to continue to do the work so we do. Before I go, Zenaida, again, we're pleading, we're calling out, we're stretching out our hands to the educated elites in this community here. And they talk to one of the liars then. We need one of one of the come and do a little pro bono work for we. Help we get for our non-business entity, because Days of Healing Babies Inc. is licensed and registered on the books, I believe, since 2013. We want to get to an NGO status, non-governmental organization status, where we could seek for funding from outside of Belize, because we know inside Belize, the politicians do not want to fund us and they won't fund us. The business sectors do not want to fund us and they won't fund us. You understand me? So we have to reach outside to get some funding. And to reach out to them people, we need to get to an NGO status. You have enough organizations in Belize who have NGO status. We should even have it. You understand me? Because they've been started by political parties. You understand me? But
you
like
guys, it's the proof is in the pudding.
The proof
because
is in the pudding.
People have been seeing you. It's not now.
It's not now. From the inception of Days of Healing, Zenaida,
we know it's real and it's here to stay.
You know, we got awarded by the police department for helping deter crime. Yeah. We was in the police annual the annual award ceremony, where Days of Healing was the only community group they give one award to. So better and they thank we for the work what we do. And there have been countless Days of Healing where the police do not come out and show no support, coming out there and being out there and showing one sense of security. Understand me? I ask that you please stop that. Continue to show some support. We need the officers there to come out and work with. We need other politicians to start to work with. We need other private sector to start work with. Let's stop talk about make one change. We, they on the ground, they fight for one change. Come and give we one holler. You don't have to go where the America go bring in a Jawway. Enough Jawways there right here. Tell me stamp there right on George Street. Peel off there on Iguana Street, back of peel off the back of Yabra, double the back Iguana Street. You have enough Jawways right here. Alright. When only come and source their money and put in for we hands to do some real meaningful works. No disrespect to your brother. At the end of the day, and understand we always are relate to we.
That's right.
Me and you, if me and you grow up together, and me and you may do negative things together. Yeah. You come back all of a sudden from the first world country and you tell me, Stikz, man, make we stop live, so make we start to work, do something positive, constructive. Yeah. I want more relate to you, because I remember when me and you used to eat sardines for supper, used to eat ramen noodles. So now when you tell me make one change, I can more relate to you make one change than somebody when they even know me. They tell me about change.
We definitely need one lot of changes.
Yes, we
positive
need
changes. Positive changes.
We can't do so much. We need help, people. We do what we
So it's there. So in terms of an attorney or two, no matter if one or two they come on board, that would be awesome. So you needed. You can contact Stikz.
My number is 625-6836. 625-6836. We have one headquarters, one double lot, where we dedicate to the community. We actually have one blueprint where I pay one architect to come in and draw one blueprint of compounds that we want to propose to put there.
Okay, so you know who to contact. Now, I want to thank both of you gentlemen. Well, we also have Mr. Brassa, so three of you for being a part of the show. You're welcome.
Thanks you as well for allowing us to be guests on the show, because a lot of media houses tend to be standoffish when it comes to Stikz. A lot of talk shows tend to be standoffish when it comes to Stikz. Understand me? I don't know if they try to suppress the voice.
Stikz is doing something positive, so there's no reason that any one of them should be standoffish. Positive things like this is what you should be promoting. Any media, any entity, any media host. I want to say, I wear another hat. The Girl Guides Association, they held their second annual Miss Girl Guide pageant, and so we had a very intelligent young lady coming from St. Joseph Parish, St. Joseph School, who was crowned Miss Girl Guide. So I want to say congratulations to her and the organizers. I want to say also Queen of the Bay, Queen of the Bay, Belize District, held their session ceremony over the weekend, and four young ladies were there, but I know there's like 2 other young ladies. One could not make it, the other one is coming on board. So if there's any other young lady who want to be a part of the Queen of the Bay Belize District and Queen of the Bay in all the districts, contact your relevant organizer. Go to the relevant Facebook page, Queen of the Bay -- whichever district Facebook page, and I know that's going to be a big hit very soon, so come on board. I also want to thank our sponsors for this show for making this happen: Zetro International, Universal Hardware, Smart Belize, Belize Electricity Limited, Chef Carlos, that's now at where Craven's restaurant was located at Mile 1 on the Philip Golson Highway, Belizean dishes, and of course your burgers, fries, and those different types of things are also there, fresh fruit juices. Moya Shepherd and Company Limited for all your real estate land transaction needs. Thank you all our viewers who continue to ensure that the show is a success, all our viewers both here and abroad. Thank you also to our production team for making this show possible, and as usual, I always thank my little son and daughter because they inspire me, because I want, just like you guys, I want better. I don't know if you have any child yet, but you have as well, and that's why I do the show. It's for positivity, and it's always to ensure that people know that, you know what, you can hear the negatives, but you also have to look at the solutions and the recommendations, and that's what you gentlemen brought tonight. So support, thank you for your support. With that said, also like our Facebook page and our Zenaida Moya Show YouTube channel to subscribe. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, God willing, and we'll have another very positive guest on board. You won't want to miss it. Be a part of this healing.
Yes, a healing.
This Sunday, back at Complex Avenue, OCGs.
Cross the movie night, Belizean cycle, articulate my assessor.
All right. Have a good night. God bless you all.
Good night, Belize.
Good night.